Welcome back to the lab. In this video, we are moving on to Home Lab Part 3, where we will focus on basic identity management and connectivity setup. We'll configure host names, assign IP addressing, and establish communication between a Cisco 2800 router and a Catalyst 2560G switch to build a functional and manageable network foundation. Let's dive in. All right, so let's just go now. Start with PuTTY. Just open PuTTY, and we now gonna ahead and connect to the router. As you can see here, the console cable is connected to the router, to the console port to the router. So we are about to connect to the router. And remember, in the previous video, we already know that the port that is connected to the console port is COM3. So we're just gonna go now and change it to COM3. All right, so I just change it to COM3 and open. Okay, all right, so now we have PuTTY open, and it's actually asking for a password. Remember when in the previous video we set up the console line password, and that password was console123. all right, so we also now we are on user exec mode. So in order to switch to privilege exec mode with enable, there's another password, and that password was Cisco123. okay, all right, so now we are on we put the password, and now we are on privilege exec mode. First thing we need to do, second, number 2 on the note says set a host name for the router to clearly identify it on the network. All right, so in order to set up the host name, the command is host name, but we need to enter that command into the configuration terminal. So now let's just go type configuration terminal, and now we're on configuration terminal, and the command is host name, and just gonna put the name that we need to give to the router. And as you can see here, now in the prompt it shows R1. okay, so now we change the router name. Okay, number 3, configure the router interface that connects to the switch, assign an IP address and enable the interface. Okay, all right, so for this one, let's just switch the views, because I'm going to show you when I enable the interface what happened. First of all, let's just let's just run the show command to see the interface. We are in a global configuration mode, which means we need to put do in front of the command, and the command is show IP interface brief. Do show IP interface brief, and we have 2 interfaces, fast Ethernet 00 and then fast Ethernet 01. The fast Ethernet 01 is the one that is connected to the switch. So let's just put okay, interface fast Ethernet 01. okay, first thing I need to do, I need to put a description for it, because it's connected to the switch. So let's just put a description. We can put a connection to the name that I will give to the switch will be SW core. okay, let's just put, that's the description. okay, if you need to verify the description, you can just type the command do show IP interface description. It's show interface description. All right, so as you can see here, let's just switch to the other. Yes, as you can see here, it says connection to SW core. okay, so now let's just go ahead and put the IP address. Okay, IP address. IP address, let's just give it 192.168.10.1, and the subnet 255.255.255.0. All right, so now let me show you what I'm about to show you. Now let me switch to the other. So now we're gonna just go ahead and enable the interface. So the interface is connected to the switch to the interface gigabit Ethernet 05. So now let's just watch this. If I put no shot to enable the interface, and the light will turn on the port. Okay, we turn the interface on. As you can see, the light is turning on. So the interface is enabled. It's just wait until it's gonna turn green to start the communication. In the meantime, we enable the interface on the router. So it's connected, and this is the one that we will be using for gateway. So now we just gonna go ahead and remove the cable, the console cable to the router, and then connect it to the console port of the switch. We'll be right back. All right, so now we are on the switches. We unplug the console cable from the router and then connect it to the switch. Now if you press enter, see the switch now is asking for the password for the console port on the switch. It's the same password. Okay, and for the enable, it's a different password. I think this one was enable 123. Okay, all right, so now we're in. Okay, so now let's see what we have to do on the switch to set up to start communication. The same thing we need to do is to access the switch to the console port. We put the password, and I'll just set the host name for the switch. Same thing, we need to go to global configuration mode. We need to go to global configuration mode and type host name SW-core. That's the name of the switch. And if we see, zoom in, let me go back, see here, SW core. Okay, so now on the switch, we just gonna go ahead on the switch and see if we can create a VLAN, and also that VLAN will need to put an IP address in that VLAN interface to be able to communicate with the router. All right, so let's just go now, create the VLAN. All right, so VLAN 10, and let's put the name management. Okay, so now let's just verify if the VLAN exists. Do show VLAN. You see, the VLAN exists, VLAN management. And remember, let's just go back to this here. You see where the cable is connected? It's connected to port 25. So what I'm about to do now, I'm just gonna see if I can set these 4 interfaces to the VLAN 10. Okay, so in order to do that, we need to put comment the interface range comment. Interface range gigabit internet 025 to 28. Okay, and we just gonna set up this switch port as access port. Switch port access VLAN 10. And if we now go and go to see the VLAN, do show VLAN, okay, as you can see, the group, see, there's this group of interfaces, they are now actually on VLAN 10. All right, so now let's just go now, let's exit. So we need to create an interface for this VLAN, interface VLAN 10, and let's just give it an IP address. IP address 192.168.10. 10, you need to be in the same network. That 2 and 255.255.255.0 no shot if you want. Okay, and then now we also need to set up a gateway IP default gateway, and let's just put the IP default gateway, the comment as a dash gateway, IP default gateway, and just now gonna put the router IP address 192.168.10.1. Okay, all right, so now we set up the gateway. If we need to communicate to the router, let's just enter the command ping, and we can exit so we don't have to put ping. Okay, put do in front of it. Oops. All right, so let's ping 192.168.10.1. All right, see, we're able to communicate with the router. So I think we all set, and we're just gonna leave the rest of the setup for part 4. Okay, at this point your router and switch are properly identified, reachable, and ready for further configuration. This setup forms the foundation for routing, VLANs, and advanced services in later labs. Keep practicing, document your work, and I'll see you next time for the next video.